Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Advanced Manifesting today, I'm going to give you a couple things to do, to think of, focus on. One of these things is going to really resonate with you, and boom, you're going to have that breakthrough. It's like, wow, I get it, because the veil is lifting, and I know it's lifting for you. What does that mean? We are in a state of ignorance and density. That is something we chose to come into so that we could break through, raise the frequency of this planet and get it back to where it should be, restore it to perfection and beauty. And that is what we call the new earth. Those who do not go along with those who are here to raise the frequency will remain in a denser state until which time they go wherever. We don't have those answers to work it out. You can do it now and here. This is the whole purpose of every soul on this planet right now. There are those coming in that are on higher frequencies, but those of us who came in the true density, who had the biggest, toughest job, are the ones that are pulling out right now. All right? If you choose. Two things. This is a classroom, nothing more. Everyone's a student. Everyone is a student. You are not here to try and figure out how to manifest things that you desire and to get to a place where you're happy. That is not how happiness is created. Manifesting is taking place 24/7 with you. It's not separate. I'm going to do another video on this. It is not separate from you're doing it right now. There's no magic to it. There's no trick. The whole purpose of you being here is the classroom and for you to graduate. Focus on that. That manifesting is going to happen for you in a big way. Why? Because you're going to get rid of all of the stuff that's down there in kindergarten. You're going to accelerate. You're going to get more liberties when you go to the higher realms. Right? When you get your PhD, you usually, generally, not always, will make more money. Right? The whole point is, you came here for that journey. Now, I want you to understand something, because this is what's going to create the abundance, the joy, the happiness, total freedom, total ability to control your reality. Now, remember, there are other students in this classroom. When you know that you already wield the power, that you keep trying to figure out what it is out there and how you get it, how you can use it, you're already there. You wield the power. Now, you may be in a certain level classroom. So you can try and figure out where's the manifesting power, where's the car and the relationship, all this stuff, and you're staying here. When you realize it's that journey and the learning and working with the other students who are going to present scenarios for you. Today, Joe is going to present a rude person on the street. All right, Sally, would you like to participate? Come on, kids, let's go. And thus it ensues, and then the professors watch, and everybody watches, and we pretty well know if you passed or not. You're going to have to try that again. All right, let's do it again. That's all it is. Now, when you get through all of this stuff, you go up to the higher levels, the higher manifesting, that's where the manifesting takes place. That is mind-blowing. When you end my course, if you guys want to take my course, you can go to landriaonkka.com. It's called Breakthrough Fear. It's in the description here with a big discount, or you can sign up to my inspiration list, and that information's in there. We end up at a place called Living Life as a Miracle. Life as a miracle. Why do I do that? Because if you take your frequency to the highest level, life is a miracle, because there's no obstructions between you and that thought. You're no longer down here flunking the tests, getting pissed off at everybody because they're not acting the way you want them to, or somebody says something and you make up a story in your head, and this is what we do. Everything's the stories. Everything's against you and me, and how do I get this and whatever. When you get past all of that and you go up here and you realize, oh my gosh, it was all just tests and tests, and you pass them and you realize you don't have anything to worry about. There's nothing to fear. That you can manifest anything, and that the things that you are challenged with are the very things for you to accelerate and learn from. Those are purposely put there for you. If you're not following through with them and saying, wow, this is my test. Somebody talked nasty to me at work and they keep doing it. It's a pattern. Guess what? You keep flunking the test. They are just a player for that opportunity for you to evolve. That's it. That's it. It's not personal. It's never personal. This is your classroom. Are you accelerating? Are you advancing? Are you graduating? That's where absolute miracles happen, when you start to heal yourself, when you don't see problems anymore, when you can walk into total chaos and not be in struggle or pain anymore. You're still in that place of peace. Now, you will experience emotions, but you no longer have to, this bothers, it doesn't happen anymore. You realize you're in the middle of a crazy classroom, a university, the toughest one in the universe, and that you're going to see other tests going on, other plays being, played out. You're going to witness that. And you get to decide if you participate in those or not. And the more you participate and graduate, you pass those tests, you will open up gateways where there's no blocks between you and total peace, joy, abundance. Holy cow, you'll have everything you need. And the things you desire will not be the superficial things that most of the time create more chaos in your life. You'll want the things that truly make you happy, and your life will be so free and amazing. You'll have the money. You'll have the positive relationships. You won't need anything with the negative N word, right? We don't use the N word on my channel in a negative way. Need is the message that something is going to make me happy. I need it to be happy. You don't. Graduate, please. Would you pass that test? You don't. Allow the universe. Somebody just wrote me and said, I'm the only person that's going to get through college if my grandmother allows, gives me the help, and I'm going to be playing baseball, so I will not be able to work. And if I take a loan, I won't be able to pay it back. I won't have the money to pay it back. How do I manifest this thing? I said, you allow it to just happen. If you have to quit and go get a job and get that money and come back, then you do it. The world in your life is not going to play out the way the ego wants it to. That is not always the best path. The ego wants to not have to pay that loan or not have to work and just go to school and whatever. The universe will take you where you need to be to allow that to happen. It will happen in the way it's supposed to. Have faith and know that, and be okay if it doesn't play out the way you think it should. That's the test. Well, you're not doing well over here. You just want everything to be perfect. That's not why you came here. You came here for the journey. Let's go over here. I did it. I had to. Nobody put me through school. I had to work jobs. I can't work when I'm at university. Really? I don't know. I think it's possible. But see, we want things a certain way. When you let that go, then it does actually come and work out. Because now you have faith, and that's a high frequency. Faith is a high frequency. Boy, that's a tough one. People say have faith, and I'm thinking, No, you don't, because you would not question anything. And then something comes along that wasn't what you wanted, and you say, oh, I don't have faith anymore. It didn't happen. This doesn't work. I'm thinking, you never had faith in the first place, because this thing that's coming along is another test for you to say, you got to clear something out here and work on it so that we can graduate to the next level before you can get these things that you desire to have in this reality. And all that's possible. But that's not why you came here. So you pass the test and you realize, wow, I have total faith. All right, this illness hasn't gone away. What am I supposed to learn from it? And you learn something, and all of a sudden you go to the doctors and they say, what? It's not here anymore. And you think, I know, because I hung in there even when it was still there, and I knew I could heal myself because something else was supposed to happen from that illness. What was it? And then you're at peace, and then your body heals itself because there's no conflict anymore. Faith takes you out of conflict. All right? You're in school. You're in a tough ass university. You are a student, and everybody else around you is and contributes to your learning. That's it. And as you keep going higher and higher and letting go, quit criticizing, quit judging, quit separating yourself from others, because there are students just like you. Some of them are on different levels, right? You wouldn't get pissed off at some kindergarten because they couldn't do calculus, would you? And there's some kindergartens that can do calculus. You wouldn't get mad at them either, would you? That's what we're in right now, school. Treat it like that. And I'm going to tell you something, the abundance gates will open, but don't do it for that, because if you do it just for that, then you're still in ego, trying to control the material world to get the stuff. I know, it's not easy. It's not easy, but when you go into that space and you just let go, let go. It's all being given and planned, given to you, planned, give back. Have faith, be okay. Know that everything's going to work out. Take that action. It's the journey, it's the learning, it's the people you meet, the things you get to do. All of it is for you. All of it. It's not happening out there in chaos. Everything is planned. Everything's an opportunity. Constantly. Right down to that bug on the ground that you're not going to step on. Right down to the chemicals you're going to stop putting on your lawns. Because if it's killing something else, it's killing us. Making responsible decisions every single day. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.